Valentine's Day might have been and gone already, but there's still lots to love about February. If you're an Xbox Game Pass member, that is. Tales of Arise is the latest entry in the long-running JRPG series, and it offers a beautiful balance of old and new. If you enjoyed anime-style action RPGs like Scarlet Nexus, then you'll probably love this one. And like many games in the franchise, Arise tells a sweeping story set in a fantastical world, and it's filled with romance, drama, and great big monsters. But it also features slick, real-time combat which allows you to take down said great big monsters in style. And that's where the new part comes in. Arise is easily the prettiest Tales game ever made, with 4K Ultra HD on the Xbox Series X, which makes its colourful world look even crisper. So whether you're a long-time fan of the series, or maybe just stepping into it for the very first time, Tales of Arise is well worth checking out, and it's available on Game Pass right now. But next up, we've got a cartoon dog so beloved that we might have to send old Snoopy to go live on a farm upstate, if you know what I mean. It's Bluey the video game. It's arriving on the 22nd of Feb, and this adventure game is exactly as chilled out and cheerful as the show, so you budding gamers out there won't find any tantrum-inducingly difficult challenges here. No. Instead, they'll be able to relax and explore various locations from the show, like hanging out with their favourite characters and just playing some fun minigames. The addition of local co-op makes it the perfect game to play as a family, and just like with the show, we wouldn't really be surprised if some bigger gamers end up loving it even more than the little ones. But if you're planning on taking a dip, you might want to do it before February 27th when Manita comes drifting back into Game Pass waters. In this open world action RPG, you begin life as a baby shark, I'm not singing a song, but with an appetite for revenge, and also fish. But by munching your way up the food chain, you'll be able to unlock new mutations and evolve into some dangerous new forms, including some that don't quite seem to be what nature intended. With 60 FPS frame rates and HDR10 on the Xbox Series X and S, Manita is the most cinematic shark-related tale since Jaws. Or maybe Shark Tale? Moving on to February 28th, Indivisible is part platformer, part action RPG, and all gorgeous thanks to its stunning hand-drawn visuals. Indivisible draws on various cultures and mythologies to create a rich fantasy world, which players get to skip nimbly through. Then, when it comes time to throw down, they can take advantage of a fast-paced, real-time combat system featuring spectacular special moves. The weapons that you collect can be used in both sections of the game, so a spear is great for jabbing enemies with, but also for pole vaulting up to those hard to reach areas. If you loved vibrant Metroidvanias like the Ori games, you are going to find lots to love in the world of Indivisible. But Space Engineers is a sandbox game where players have to gather resources and craft their way to survival across a series of exotic planets. The twist here is that where some survival games let you turn in a handful of wood and rocks into a functional rocket launcher, Space Engineers is firmly based on how things actually work. As you build rockets, bases, and other planet-traversing vehicles, you'll be working with technology inspired by the stuff that NASA really uses, only a little bit more futuristic than that, if you can imagine it. But whether you're facing down your own mortality in survival mode, or just letting your imagination run wild in creative mode, you're still going to have to adhere to the laws of physics. Sorry about that. But you know, it provides a whole different kind of challenge, and it makes the moment where you finally get to say, "We have liftoff," all the sweeter. Us Game Pass players can already take a trip to the grimdark world of Warhammer 40k with the gory first-person actioner Darktide, and soon we'll also be able to enjoy a shotgun blast from the past with the blood-soaked boomer shooter bolt gun. The premise is pretty straightforward. You're a space marine and you got a whole bunch of bad guys to shoot, so shoot them you shall, using a vast arsenal of heavy metal weaponry to turn your enemies into nothing but a pile of red pixels. Warhammer 40k Bolt Gun hits Game Pass for console and PC on March 5th. But last up, the big one we all just found out about, Diablo IV is on its way to Game Pass. This demonic dungeon crawler was one of 2023's most popular titles, wowing critics and gamers alike with its meaty combat, atmospheric underworld, and deep character building mechanics that let you play as anything, from an axe-wielding bearman to a spell-slinging sorcerer, but I always pick rogue for some reason. And Diablo 4's sinister powers have actually continued to grow since its release, with each season adding in new ghouls for players to slay and new ways to slay them. The latest one, the Season of the Construct, even lets you recruit a little robot buddy to fight by your side. I mean, what more could you possibly ask for? Alright, that's the list. Which of these shiny new Game Pass titles are you most looking forward to? Hit the comments to let us know, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!